Hello everybody, and I'm back with another book from Keyword Scheme with Peter and Jane. This one is called We Like to Help. Do you like to help? Ah, sure you do. The number is 6B. Let's start. Page 4, new words. Friends. Friends. There. There. Day. AY sounds A. Day. Here are our friends, Peter and Jane, with their mom and dad. Our friends are off to the sea. In their car. AR sounds R. K-R, car. They will be there soon. They can see the sea now as they look down. OW sounds ow. There it is, says Jane, as she looks out of the car. There is the sea, and there are the boats on it. OA sounds O, boats. I want, WA sounds wa, I want to be down. OW, ow. I want to be down there, says Peter. I like to be in a boat on the sea. EA is a long E. C. The brother. TH sounds the is a hard TH. The brother and sister talk. L after A is a silent L, so talk is not pronounced. Talk about OUR, about the things they are going to do. I want to see all our friends, says Jane. I want to be out in the sun all day. AYA, day, says her brother. I want to go into the sea and to go out in a boat. Page 6, new words. Next. Next. Tom. Tom. Tell. Tell. The next day, the children go down. OWL, down to see their friend Tom. They like him and he likes them. Tom is at work on his big boat. OA is a long O. Boat. Down by the sea, he has two boats. A big one and a little one. It's good to see you, he says to Peter and Jane. I have to work on my big boat. Do you want to help me? Yes, says Peter. We want to help you. And then we want to go on the water. WA, remember? Wa. They talk to Tom as they help him with his work. OR, work on his boat. They tell him about the things they want to do, and he tells them about the sea. Tom likes to talk to them about the sea and about his boats. Page 8, new words. If. Live. Time. When. when, hot, hot. Peter looks into the big boat. Look at this, he says to Jane. Tom can eat in here, or go to bed if he wants to. EA is a long E, eat. Jane looks into the boat. Yes, she says. It's like a little house. O-U-L. House. It must be fun to live in there. Tom tells them he lives in his big boat some of the time. He says that when it is hot, he likes to live by the sea. You can go into the boat if you like, he says to the two children. You can see where I eat and go to bed. Thank you, says Peter. Then he says to Jane, come on, let's get into the boat. It will be fun to see where Tom lives. Yes, says Jane, I'll come. Page 10, new words. Very, very. Much, much. Hat, hat. Peter gets up on the boat and then he helps Jane to get up. It's a big boat, Peter says. I like it very much. Yes, says Jane. I like it up here. I want, W-A sounds wa. Want to have a boat like this one day, says Peter. You can have a big boat like this when you're a man, says Jane. She puts a hat on Peter. It is Tom's hat. There you are, she says. You look like a man now. The children play on Tom's boat. Then Jane says, I'll do some more work for Tom. Help me, Peter. Peter helps Jane. Tom is good to us, he says. So, we'll help him. Tom looks up at the two children. Thank you very much, he says. Page 12. New words. OU sounds L. Round, round. Bean, bean. Before, before. The children have a good time on Tom's boat. Tom has said they can have a look around. Let's go down now. O-W-L. Down, down, now, now, says Jane. I want to see where Tom eats. The brother and the sister go down. Have you been down here before? Peter asks Jane. No, I haven't been here before, Jane says. She looks round and says, here's a fish, and I can see that Tom has apples, and cake, and milk. Peter looks out at Tom. we must not let him do all the work. We must go and help him, he says. Yes, Jane says, but I want to come again. I like it down here very much. Let's go up now. It's very hot down here. Page 14. New words. Wet. Wet. Don't. Don't. The next day, the children are out in the sun again. They are by the sea with their friends. They all like to play games. They run and jump and play with a big ball. It is hot, but they like it to be hot. When it gets very hot, they go into the water. They all like to get wet in the sea. It's fun to get wet when you are hot, says Peter. Yes, I like it very much, says Jane. After they have been in the water, they run round again, and then Jane wants to sit down. I don't want to sit down, says Peter. I want to make things. You sit down and see what I can make. A is a long A. Make. Page 16. New words. Today. A-Y-A. Today. Your. 3. TH is a soft TH. Sounds 3. Today, Peter and Jane go to see Tom. He's by his big boat. Do you want us to help you with your work again? Asks Peter. No. There is no more work to do on the boat, says Tom. All three of them look at the boat. I like the look of it now, says Peter. Yes, so do I, says Jane. Do you want to go on the water today? Asks Tom. Yes, please, say Peter and Jane. Then Tom tells them that they must help him to put the boat on the water. All three of them put the boat on the water. Then Tom gets on the boat and he helps the children on. We can go now, he says. The children have not been on the water before in this big boat. Wow, what an experience for them. Page 18. New words. Does. Birds. IR sounds ear. Birds. Fly. Y sounds I in fly. Tom and the two children are on the boat. Peter says, away we go. We are going out to sea. Jane looks at the other boats. As they go by, she can see other boys and girls on them. Then Tom lets Jane help him with the boat. He tells her what to do and she does it. You better look out, says Tom to Peter. Tell us what you see. Peter does as Tom tells him. Some birds fly by. Peter looks up at the birds as they fly by the boat. Then Peter says, "Look, I can see a boy in danger. He's in the sea. We must help him." Tom sees that the boy, oi, is in danger. Silent E after G makes this G sound J, soft G. Danger. "Good boy, Peter," he says. Page 18 is the last page for this video, and this book comes in 3 videos. Till next time in next video, stay tuned. Bye.